Greetings and welcome to an LGR unboxing thing. It kind of feels like I just did one of these, but it turns out the last time was back in July. Yeah, time is simply flying by and it bothers me, but at least I've had a bunch of neat stuff show up over the past several months, so let's go through each one of them and admire the fruits of your generosity. First one here comes from Kate and Tony in Canada. Multiple pieces of candies. We got some Smarties, Kit Kats. Those look a little bit different than the ones we have here in the US. They look to be rounded and candy coated. Greetings from Canada's capital. Ooh, apparently this thing was actually made in Belleville, Ontario, and all the patents have expired. So if I want to make one of these myself, maybe I could. Yeah, this just looked absolutely silly. When they showed me a picture of it, I'm like, yes, please send this my way. I mean, look at that. You clip a keyboard like a giant Model M to the top of your IBM, which that appears to be an IBM PS2 Model 25. I mean, it's just a couple pieces of plastic, I guess, but thank you very much. Got one here from Thomas. As promised, here's the IBM mousepad. Ooh, neat. This riff on the logo is famous in the world of logo design, made by Paul Rand. Oh man, that is an absolute classic. I'll open that up right now. I've got a mug with this design on it. I've seen t-shirts, pins, booklets, everything. IBM. It's just I don't know, kind of straightforward, silly design, but it's also just a classic, so thank you very much. Okay, got one here from Tom. Well, didn't see any notes, but this thing is wrapped up rather nicely. Oh yeah, not quite the normal piece of computing history that I received, but yeah, this is an original piece from the outside of the Moz Technology building. Moz Technology, of course, were the ones responsible for especially the chipsets used in Commodore's machines for a long, long time. And, a whole bunch of other stuff, CPUs and whatnot. But then we offered this. I'm like, that's so strange. I can't say no. So thank you very much, Tom. Put that right there. No, it's not going to fall. If it did, it's like 3 inches onto the table. Okay. Got one here from William. Okay. Cassette tapes and a bunch of stuff. Hey, Clint. It took a few tries to get that looking safe for work. Yeah, sometimes the L and the I. Oh yeah, okay, so some different music releases and floppy disks and whatnot. No, I'm not censoring that at all. That is what the title is. Can't change that. And yeah, I am a V-Snares fan, so sounded awesome to me. Included some other things too. Unfortunately, it seems these got a little bit cracked apart during shipment, or maybe that's just supposed to look like that. It kind of fits the aesthetic. But yeah, so these are, I've collected a bunch of albums on floppy disk. Albums. Usually it's just different tracks, whether they be MIDI files, or I have one that's like just ad-lib music. And then sometimes people try to get like actual MP3s, compressed music, and put on floppy disks. And of course, these aren't disks at all. These are cassettes. And so I don't know, independent, weird releases, just things of any kind that are musical and odd. I am all for. There's that eMachines user's guide. Oh yeah, this is for the E1. That's great. Absolutely great. I've already covered this, but oh man, I haven't seen one of these in a while. One of these tiny little shaped mini CDs. I've actually never seen one on a burned CD. Oh, thank you very much, William. This stuff is great. Okay, got one here from Jason in Australia. Here's the retail shareware version of Duke Nukem 2 I promised. Ah, yes. Some shameless plugs. I've seen this show up on eBay, and well, being that it's an Australian release, I kind of thought I'd maybe never get one, but look at that artwork. Shareware games from all sorts of companies were released by these different vendors. This one in particular seems to be Red Dragon by Aptos Software, Burbank, California. So I guess this one isn't from Australia at all. Well, anyway, apparently it made it to Australia. And here it is in my hands. I don't know. They always did custom artwork. All sorts of companies like this did neat art. So thank you very much. This is a cool addition to the collection. Okay, got one here from Nathan. There's some nice LGR artwork right there. He works with a mainframe, and as a result, a good few of his coworkers have been in the business for a long time. Saw these pins up for grabs at work. They sent me a photo of just a ton of different technology, computing-related pins. I don't ever wear pins or pin them on anything, but I like them. So anyway, we got a couple IBM-related ones there. Actually, most of these, the IBM ones, I wanted to get from them. AIX is a 3-letter word. I like this one, though. IBM can beat your wang. I don't imagine that was actually IBM that released that, but there was this sort of, especially with terminals, IBM versus Wang going on at the time. That's Mr. Nerd to you. That's just silly. And then here we got another IBM one. So the IBM Report Management and Distribution System. View, print, store, and protect. Well, thank you very much, Nate. These are delightful. That one here is not from a person, but from a company, Retro Patents. And you may remember, I actually did a video on some of their products a while back. So what they do, I mean, is just in the name. They make retro patents. But yeah, check this out. They've got this new process, and it can also do sort of a negative image, like on black instead of white and black. It's like black and white, you know, whatever. Anyway, this looks awesome. So thank you very much, guys, for sending me one of your new products. Got one here from Russ. It's an interesting business card. The Prop Chop Shop. If you need any Halloween stuff, I make props. What? Wow, man, even your packages are scary. Anyway, okay, I've seen some of these kind of things before. CD-ROMics. What is this? I don't know. A joystick of some kind. All right, yeah, so here is the main thing that he was sending my way. This is a PC version of the Video Digitizer Computer Eyes with some documentation, software, and of course, the all-important card itself. These, you can actually hook up video to this and then capture it to your IBM PC compatible, which is awesome. This was something I briefly mentioned when I talked about the Canon RC250. Still video cameras, they weren't digital cameras yet, but you could take the still imagery and get it into a digital format with a system like this. So I look forward to trying this out. Thank you very much for the unusual items. And then, what is this even? Almost seems like a demon gun kind of thing. Maybe it is. Okay, got one here from The Packing Pros. I'm assuming that's not who it's actually from and just the shipping service. Yeah, I remember the email about these, but I don't remember who actually sent them. I'll put that at the bottom of the screen here. Thank you to you. Yeah, got a couple of Pentium 2s here. These are 400 megahertz, really high-end for this generation of Pentium. So yeah, one is still sealed, which is pretty neat. I definitely want to use this in some kind of build. I don't know what. Yeah, pretty much not going to say no to old CPUs in box. So thank you. Got one here from Louis. Oh, there's always a special moment getting nicely wrapped PC game big boxes. And these were a few I didn't own, and these are in great shape. Actually, this one's brand new in a still sealed condition. Atlantis, The Lost Empire, The Lost Games. I like these little collections from Disney back then. Ah, yes, here we go. Another sealed one, Incredible Machine 2. Been wanting this for a while. I have like Incredible Machine, even more Incredible Machine 3, but did not have the second one. And this one's a little beat up, but whatever. Can get that back into shape. This is the original I Spy CD-ROM game. You might remember the books. Well, there were a lot of CD-ROM games to go along with them. And yeah, it's pretty much just hidden object stuff with a few extra interactive elements in there. Thank you very much for sending these my way. Okay, quite a large one here. I didn't see a name on the front. Whoa. This is really cool because this one is actually signed by Chris Roberts right there. Also got this neat little CD too. They sent me this after I did my Gravis ultrasound video. This is the Ultrasound Experience, a demonstration of advanced Gravis wavetable synthesis sound cards on CD-ROM. Very cool to have. And the rest of this is Wing Commander stuff. I have reviewed this, but look at all the cool things. And it's signed by Chris Roberts. And it came with a friggin' hat. Like, dude, thank you very much for this stuff. They are getting larger. And this one is from someone you might know if you watch YouTube and the tech community. This is from Matt. In the UK, better known as Techmoan. So yeah, I sent him something, he sent me something, and yeah, just trading cool stuff. So I included a mini disc recorder, an unusual model apparently. I did not have one at all, any kind of mini disc recorder that worked. So he sent me this. This is a darn fascinating looking unit. I mean, is this not the most Techmoan thing you've ever seen? Whoa, that is just wonderful. Okay, so that's how you open that. And it looks like the whole thing kind of comes out too. We'll need power to do that. That's just, what a wonderful device. I mean, seriously, it reminds me of like those PS1s, like an answering machine. So anyway, thank you very much, Matt. And go watch Techmoan if you don't already. It's a great channel. Okay, got one here from Emmett. Oh yes, this is an IBM Personal System 2 speech adapter. I was just looking up this because I have a related item that I plan to cover, actually a couple of them. But then I saw that these existed too, and I was about to get one on eBay, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I got this email saying, oh crap. Well, that foam is not in good shape. Wow. Feels like old, like 8-track foam. All right, well, whatever. We'll put that back together and clean it up. Anyway, as I was saying, got an email like just as I was about to get one of these on eBay, and he said, oh, look, I got one in box. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it, because it's really like new old stock for the most part. It's been opened, of course. It's obviously fallen apart inside because of that nasty foam, but I can replace that hopefully, and thank you very much. This is really cool. Got one here from Byte Delight in the Netherlands. Can't quite get it all in frame there. Eat, sleep, Spectrum, repeat. Ah, yes. So this right here, it's a little 3D printed shell. A lot of projects are coming in 3D printed shells nowadays. But anyway, this is the ZX HD, and this right here plugs into the back of a Sinclair Spectrum of various models and provides HDMI output, which is fantastic because I've struggled with getting good output over here with NTSC, and like these things had just RF output going to a weird channel, and it was in PAL. Just a pain. And then so yeah, this thing is awesome. Hopefully, it seems like it might be a great solution. And then he also sent this as well. This is the Div MMC Pro 1, which is just fantastic. Not only provides some joystick ports right there. I'm assuming Kempston maybe. Oh, it does all the main things. Yeah, Kempston, Sinclair, cursor joystick, Fuller joystick. Anyway, as well as having kind of a hard disk of sorts. That's just something I've never messed with the Spectrum. So this, I think, will jumpstart my interest in the system again, just in terms of ease of use. So thanks a ton for sending these my way. Byte Delight. Check them out. All right, got one here from Jeremy. Got a remote control. So this right here is a Kodak Photo CD, a portable photo player, kind of like a CD player that plays photos. I actually have a few kinds of devices along these lines at this point, so maybe a video's in order. I really don't know, but either way, thank you very much for sending this bizarre thing my way. I like it. This one from Chasen. Apparently my channel's helped him out through some bad times and didn't want to go too much into it, but no problem. I'm very glad to hear that. And thank you very much for the games. Oh yeah, and he has a Puppets channel, Pop Culture Puppets. Yeah, a giant box for this. Gotta say, that was very well packaged. Action Man Raid on Island X. I don't even know what this is. Apparently it was a Fox Kids TV show or something. I'd never heard of it, but it was sealed, and I'd never heard of it, so. Here's one I had heard of, but I've never played. Excalibur 2555 AD. This is a Surtec game from the late 90s, mid-90s. It uses 3DFX, so of course I'm interested right off the bat, simply due to the early 3D acceleration thing going on here. Yeah, 1997 3DFX game. It kind of looks like crap, so I can't wait to try it out. It seems like I did try it out at one point on something, like a demo of it. Yeah, in fact, I'm pretty darn sure I did, because that looks familiar. But I forgot what video that was. Anyway, thank you so much for sending these. All right, got another one here from Jeremy. All right, thanks for all the awesome reviews. You're very welcome. Ooh, nonsensical nonsense. I appreciate the redundancy. This is something that's actually meant to pick this up a while back, but I never did. Retro Gamer Book of Arcade Classics. I had a bunch of these actually for various other, compilations for systems and computers and games and such, but it didn't have this one. I love the Retro Gamer things. Got a brand new TRS-80 computer cassette recorder here. Well, I don't know if it's brand new, but it's in the box. One of these things. I think I used to have one, or maybe I still do. I don't remember, but I've come across these every so often. The Extreme 3D system. Images appear to be floating inside and in front of the screen. A couple random games in here. School Tycoon, Madagascar 2 for the PlayStation 2. And what is this? We got a Edison bulb. That's cool. Well, it would be. There's nothing in there. An empty Edison bulb box. I don't know if that's an oversight or not. I don't know. Well, thanks for the box. And thanks for the other cool things that are actually here and not invisible. Okay, got one here from Danny in Holland. Here's the stuff we emailed about and some extra. Enjoy. Say hi to Leon for me. He'll get it. Hi, Leon. Oh my. Dutch candies. Wow, this is just a box of randomness. All these foods. Something intense pure chocolate, something Backers Speculoos. I don't know what this is. It's like perfume or something. Nope, it's... I don't know. What is it? This product is using the German military technology. What? It takes a SIM card. It's got a voice selector switch, a data port, a flashlight, and pickup holes. I'm sure I'll look it up after this and find out. Okay, so yeah, the rest of this is just a whole bunch of randomness. I think the only thing that we actually agreed on sending was this Pentium 4 here in the box, because I don't run across these in the box too much. This is the 650 3.4 gigahertz version. So that's handy for something at some point. I don't know, man. Again, like processors in the box, I can't really say no to them. Thank you. I will use what I can. Boxes are getting much bigger here. This one is from Kevin. This is an interesting thing. I've been always kind of curious about these. This right here is an Apple eMate 300. It's based on the Apple Newton. Apparently found this at Goodwill for 20 bucks. Well, it's a pretty good deal, complete in box. These are mostly used by students and classes and schools around the US, maybe elsewhere. I don't really know, but I've definitely heard about these for a long time and always found them kind of odd. Apparently this came from Westworld Computers. Hope it doesn't like come to life and kill me. It doesn't look like anything to me though. So yeah, eMate 300, and it's one of those odd footnotes in Apple history. And just computing history in general, really. Yeah, look at that thing. Like, what a cool, weird 90s design. Oh, hey, there's a message in here. I can't think of a more fitting thing to write a message on than a random DOS game. Oh, thanks for watching. Thanks for the eMate. Thanks for the note. Thank you, Kevin. Good stuff. All right, gotta move the camera. Stuff is getting too large. Still doesn't quite fit in the frame. Anyway, this one is from Ryan. This is a first. Did you cut up a crossing guard and stuff them in the box? It's better than packing peanuts. So here's what we got. An Oberon International Omni Reader. The revolution in taking words from page to computer. It kind of looks like, kind of an optical character recognition thing from way back in the day. I don't know when was this even made? I don't know. There's no date on it. Curiosity. Wow. It doesn't even look used. Well, it is a receipt from 1992, but it looks like it was only 25 bucks at that point. So I don't know when it was originally released. When was it made? That's all I want to find out here. There's seriously no dates on here at all. Oh, 1984. There we go. 1984. That's about right. I was thinking early 80s. But yeah, it does say actually optical character reader right there. So this is an early OCR option from the 80s. I didn't even know that it went that far back. Thank you very much. This is this is unique. Okay, another large one from Chris and Karen. There's a lot of stuff put on here. In a random survey, kids preferred videos by LGR more than cake, toys, and even summer vacation to Disney. Somebody had a lot of fun with this box. Look at all this stuff. Yeah, not actually terribly large items, just a lot of them. So there's a Microsoft Easy Ball. That's something I've been meaning to cover for a while. I have another one of these, but I don't think the box is in as nice shape as that one. I got a zip rack here for iMega Zip discs. AOL Plus high-speed DSL modem kit. Whoa. Laser CompuMate 1 8-bit guy did a video on these. Looks like it's got batteries because it's already turning on. Don't know if you're a Run DMC fan, but I hope you'll dig this anyway. Who's not a Run DMC fan? I love that. Run CMD. That's great. That might be my favorite thing so far. Okay, I got some box software here. Awesome animated monster maker. I've never heard of that, but I like the concept. Dogs 4. Your virtual pets, pals. Yeah, I've covered the first Pets games, but not this one. So I don't think, no, I didn't have this one at all. Good stuff. Ooh, Virtual Springfield. That's cool. I've always wanted to mess with that. Last minute find. Oh my word. Dance Party of the Century. Actually recently just got this in box as well, so that's gonna have to be covered at some point. Couldn't pass up a chunky calculator with faux wood grain and gator skin finish case. That is actually a very classy design. I like that. Still has a battery that works. That is wonderful. Sharp EL8024. Yeah, a bunch of random software. Extra crap. Yes, indeed. Army 2. It's a photocopy version of Star Wars Rogue. Oh, what the heck is this? Okay, that's not legitimate, sir. I appreciate the effort, though, somebody went to actually try to make that cover on like a copy machine. Okay. Well, that's a manual for a computer I don't have, but hopefully I'll have one of these one day. I always just like Atari products anyway. Ooh, a couple of cassette tapes still sealed. These are Type 1s, 60-minute, some sort of futuristic outer space packing material. Again, better than packing peanuts. Wow, that is quite the keyboard. Actually, not the worst feeling thing in the world. My PC. Targeted Technology Solutions LLC, 2008. Wow, newer than I thought it was. And the last package within the package from them, Ford Racing 2 and PS2, Cool Borders 3, or at least part of it. Actually, no, that's just a really weird slimline case, not for resale. It's a demo disc. Freestyle something or other, just freestyle. What would it take you and Per to do a let's play of this? SingStar Legends. It would take a lot of alcohol. That's what it would take. Thanks a ton for the ton of stuff, especially that. You know, I'm getting this stuff over here. The last thing comes in 2 really large boxes. They're actually kind of too big to put on the table, so I'm not going to do it. I'll just unbox it and put it up here as I do. Suffice to say, though, this comes from Nicholas in Wisconsin. Oh, you're gonna have to trust me. This is the coolest. This is so cool. Oh my god, it's so heavy. This, my friends, is a new, well, I don't know if it's new, but it's in the box. Epson Apex 100 personal computer. An IBM PC XT compatible. Yeah, Epson made computers. And this was one of their kind of later ones, actually. I mean, they got started a whole lot earlier than this, but the whole system is in this box. But there's another box. Yeah, we've got the matching monitor in its box as well. And once again, it looks new. That absolutely looks untouched. Which is why I said yes to this, because it's one of those things that, you know, pretty much new old stock. I'm going to make room for it. I had to get rid of some stuff to make that room, but nonetheless, here we are. And I can't wait to cover this because, I don't know, it's just awesome. Like brand new old computers, or as close as we can get to it at this point. Thank you so much, Nicholas. This is just the coolest. What a great find, and very generous. You have my utmost appreciation. And there we go, another pile of goodies from you wonderful folks around the world. As always, I apologize that I have to turn down the vast majority of offers, but I'm getting a couple dozen donation offers a week at this point, but I thank you tremendously regardless. Having your support makes me feel like I'm doing something right. I'll be honest, I've had a lot of self-doubt and questions about what exactly I'm doing with LGR lately. I'm never sure if what I'm putting out there is the best or even who I am anymore sometimes. I don't know, but I do know that y'all help me keep my head on straight, so you have my gratitude. And as always, thank you very much for watching and for all the support. This is awesome.